While the continent of Africa currently has the lowest share of adults aged 60 and older in its population among all world regions, the total number of older Africans is projected to triple between 2020 and 2050. Nigeria, Africa's leading economy and most populated country, has the highest number of older people in the continent. This population change has several implications, pointing to the need to pay attention to healthy aging.
If you look at Nigeria as a whole, Africa as a continent, elderly care is almost non-existent. It's almost normal as part of our culture that when our elderly ones get to that age, we just assume that the family will care for them. Their children will care for them. That's African, when the elderly ones are growing up, the children. But that is fast changing due to the Japa syndrome. A lot of young persons are living in their thousands, and we're seeing elderly ones roaming the streets. We're seeing elderly ones who are abandoned. We're seeing elderly ones who are, living very poorly. And I'm not sure that today in Nigeria, elderly care ranks top as priority for government. So that's why Fullcircle exists, to make sure that we do our own bit in offering care services and wellness, which is a big part of what we do for elderly persons.
As we see a bigger aging population, it becomes obvious that this population will require more from society. There are now organizations in Nigeria that understand the importance of keeping the spirit young and giving older people a community to engage with.
From the medical perspective, there's a difference between graceful aging and then just growing old. And what makes the difference is awareness or knowledge. So when elderly patients, even right from middle age or young age, it's good for everyone to be aware of healthy lifestyle, healthy diet, and all of that, because that will determine, how well you will age.
And this is actually the charity arm of our business, and that's where Seniors Time Out comes up. And Seniors Time Out is a monthly wellness event that we curate for seniors, and we go from curating movie programs to beach outings. We've had basket weaving sessions, we've had art sessions, we've had dance sessions. Every month we come up with something new, something different. Once every while, we will try to take them out to spaces where we know that they've not been to or had the privilege to go to in probably decades.
Your hands up.
There's what we call the geriatric giants. They are the common conditions that we see in elderly patients, and they are known by 6 I's. The first one is instability. So most elderly patients are unstable because of arthritis, because of other diseases that they might have had, maybe a stroke in the past. Most of them have unstable gait, and therefore they are prone to falls. The other I is infections. Like I said, their immune system is weakened, and then because of that, they are not able to fight infections. So elderly patients are prone to infections. The third I is what we call iatrogenia, which is caused by medical practice. You can imagine somebody who is hypertensive, diabetic, also has arthritis, and maybe chronic obstructive airway disease, might end up taking about 16 tablets, a day. And this exposes their liver, their kidneys, and other organs of the body to some form of injury or the other. Then the next I is what we call immobility. Most elderly patients, especially females, have arthritis, and this affects their movement. You suddenly find out they can't climb the stairs, they can't climb onto the car, and all of that. The next I is incontinence, especially in females, because of their, birth-giving practice. Many of them would have given birth, and at times to 5, 6, 7 children. And because of that, the pelvic muscles are already weakened. Then the last I of this geriatric giant is their intellectual impairment. So most of them develop dementia, which could be associated with change in personality, memory loss, and because of that, they are not able to perform their cognitive functions in terms of calculations, in terms of memory and things like that. So they end up with dementia. Some of them also have problems with sleep, and then some of them also have what we call delirium, which is confusion. So these are the major conditions that elderly patients face, especially as they grow older.
For a lot of them, even those that are well-to-do of means, their children are so busy, they don't really have the time to come back and care for them. So there's really this huge loneliness, and for those who have even lost their spouses, it's worse off. Seniors Time Out is that program that attempts to solve that problem of loneliness. When they come here, what we see is that they start to build different, we're building a big community of seniors, and amongst them, they're already building their different cliques. You see those who live in Surulere, when they're coming, they carpool together and come for the event. When they're going back, they're carpooling. Those coming from Ikeja, those coming from the Lekki axis. So amongst them, we're starting to see these subgroups forming.
But the real stories, the true essence of aging gracefully, are found in the words of those who have embraced these opportunities.
It has been amazing experiencing one another at this age. Is quite amazing. It's not only meeting ourselves alone. We do a lot of programs. We have a lot of programs. They have plans for a lot of programs when we come.
I'm a widow, so loneliness and nostalgia, it's overwhelming. I've been coming, and since I've been coming, I've found it so interesting. It has helped me health-wise. It has helped me to rejuvenate my strength and vitality, and fortunately, to the glory of God, these activities have been so exciting, and I look forward to coming every month.
Graceful aging is not the absence of wrinkles. It's a diverse collection of experiences filled with laughter, learning, and love. In our golden years, we discover some of life's most precious moments, where the pursuit of joy transcends age, and our spirits stay forever youthful.